This is homework for Wednesday, January 7th. Okay, like I said, on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday's homework are going to be a little different. Now we're looking at equations that have a variable on two sides of the equal sign. So I have a 4x over here and a 2x over here. So to solve these, I want to get x onto one side. That's the very first thing I need to do. So I could either subtract 4 on both sides, or I could subtract 2x on both sides. Now I know it's going to be easier to subtract the 2x on both sides. So I'm going to do like that. Now 4x minus 2x gives me 2x. Now I bring down my 9. These two x's were canceled out because a positive 2 minus 2 is 0, so these are gone. And I'm just left with negative 6. So now it looks like a regular two-step problem that we've been solving. I need to subtract 9 on both sides. And I'm left with 2x equals negative 15. And then I need to divide by 2 on both sides to get x by itself. And I'm left with x equals 7.5. That's the answer. Okay, next problem. Go ahead and copy this down. If you felt like you understood how to do the last problem, then pause the video and solve this one on your own and check back for the answer. Okay, again, I need to get x on both sides. So I either need to subtract 3 on both sides or subtract 2 on both sides. It's easier if I subtract 2x on both sides. And I'm left with 1x plus 4 equals negative 7 because these go away. Okay, now I need to subtract 4 on both sides. I'm left with 1x equals negative 11. And then I need to divide by 1 on both sides, which technically you don't need to do. You could have been done at this stage with just x equals negative 1. But I know a lot of you still feel comfortable putting the 1 in front of the x, which is okay, but eventually we need to get over that. So if you still have put the 1 in front of this x, then you need to show that you're going to divide and get x equals negative 11. Okay, problem number 3. Again, if you're feeling confident, go ahead and pause the video and check back for answers. Okay, again, I need to get x by itself, or get x on one side, because it's on both sides now. So either I can add 1x, because this is a negative x, and the opposite operation of negative x is a positive x. So I can either add 1x to both sides, or I can subtract 3x on both sides. I think it's going to be easier to add my 1x to both sides. So I'm left, so these go away. I'm left with negative 2 equals 4x plus 6, because 3x plus 1x is 4x. And now it's just like the two-step problems. I'm going to subtract 6 on both sides. Negative 2 plus 6 is negative 8 equals 4x. Divide by 4 on both sides to get x by itself. Negative 8 divided by 4 is negative 2 equals x. Okay, problem number 4, last problem for today. It's a little longer, so it's going to be one extra step. Now, either I'm going to start by getting x onto one side. So I can either subtract 1x on both sides, or I can subtract 7x on both sides. It's going to be easier for me to subtract an x on both sides. So I'm left with 18 plus 5 equals 6x minus 10. Sorry. Now I notice on this side I have like terms, 18 plus 5. So I can just combine those now. 18 plus 5 is 23. So I have 23 equals 6x minus 10. Now it's a simple two-step problem. I'm going to add 10 on both sides. So I'm left with 33 equals 6x. And divide by 6 on both sides to get x by itself. I'm left with 5.5 equals x. Okay, so that is the end of the homework today, and you just learned how to solve equations with a variable on both sides. Have a good night.